EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, live second round coverage of the U.S. Open. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. The Canadian Adam Hadwin is your leader. He's at 6 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer, not guaranteed a weekend tee time just yet, hovering just one shot inside the cut line. Yeah, that's a beauty there to get this second round underway. Wow, what a nice way to start the day, Frank.
Straight out of the gate, and the barn door is officially open.
A great position to be in on this opening hole, though it is a long look at eagle. Six feet now for birdie. Wow, just a hair off target, and those are the ones that'll drive you crazy. Okay, that's in for par here at the first, and he'll stay right where he is. The second is a tough par 4, measuring out at 497 yards. Bunkers serve as obstacles left and right off the tee, but this hole's all about the second shot, as players will likely be faced with a long approach over the barranca. Another very nice tee shot. He looks awfully comfortable here with these first couple of drives. Right around 180 to go for his second. Outstanding strike right there, right off the center of the club face, and a good chance for birdie. This is a 9-footer. Yeah, well done. It's a birdie here at the second. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. The third is another par 4, this one a bit shorter at 419 yards. You'll want to get familiar with the hole location prior to teeing off. Left side hole locations should dictate a drive up the right side of the fairway and vice versa. Up at the putting surface, 3 front bunkers protect this molar-shaped green. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. A little over 80 yards here as he gets set for his second.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Nota Begay down on 3 green to look at this putt for birdie.
And he may need to give this just a little extra. He's going straight up the hill, but otherwise fairly painless.
Nope, that's going to run out of steam. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. The fourth is a tough par 3 with a couple of complicating factors to it. One, it's long at a robust 228 yards, and two, it's downhill a good 25 to 30 feet. So gauging what club to hit and how hard to hit it, that goes hand in hand with getting out of here with a par. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain at 1 under par. The fifth is a par 4 at 480 yards. This hole bends ever so slightly to the right as it runs parallel to Sunset Boulevard and features an expanded landing area since the most recent redesign. 2 front bunkers protect a green that's been restored to its original Thomas and Bell configuration. Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. From the fairway nota, this is second.
Staring at 142 to the hole. The pin is in the front right part of the green.
Just needed a little bit more. I know it's 10 feet, but come on, I want it a little bit closer.
This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Now, that's a good opportunity unfulfilled. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain right where he is. It's believed that just about every great course in the world features one par 4 under 350 yards, allowing for multiple playing options. On the North Course, it's this one, the 6th. This hole checks in at just 325 yards and is one of the great risk-reward holes on this course. Long hitters can have a go at the green, but doing so brings in all manner of obstacles that are avoided when playing for position off the tee. And that one gonna be into the bunker off the tee. The tee shot collected here, now a short one for his second. Oh, that's not going to be good. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll stay right where he is. Stand atop the tee at the 7th, and you could be forgiven for thinking this is a par 4. In fact, the club of choice for many is indeed driver. But here at the North Course, this is a par 3 at 284 yards, though if the person in charge of pin placement is feeling devious, this hole can stretch out over 300 yards. And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. A little bit of green to work with here as he'll try to get it out and let it run. Yeah, the green just didn't want to hold that one. That'll run off into the short grass. So after escaping the bunker, this a third try at getting on this par 3. I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you got to work.
Good stop, though it is for a bogey 4. And that's going to move him back down to even par. The second of the par 5s on the course is this one, the 547-yard 8th hole. This is another of the great risk-reward holes on the course. A well-struck drive should have a reasonable chance to reach this green in 2. But beware of the barranca left, and bear in mind that this green is on the smallish side, so long approaches will need to be precise. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Yeah, mission accomplished. On into, didn't fly it all the way there, but got enough release in good shape. Get up. Get there. Oh, very nearly an eagle. It was judged beautifully. The speed was perfect. It just didn't go down. No problems there. That one in for a birdie. Will certainly help the cause. The final hole of the front side of the North Course at the Los Angeles Country Club is a par 3 at 171 yards. A good football field shorter than the 7th. Bunker short, left and right protect a narrow green featuring a number of dramatic contour changes. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. He has a 12-footer here. Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, good putt there for his par here at the 9th. And that will mean it's a 34 on the front side, 1 under par. The back 9 here on the North Course begins with the 374-yard par 4-10. What this hole lacks in length, it makes up for in bite, as a total of 7 bunkers are placed at strategic locations, swallowing up any errant shots. And no issues there. Good tee shot in the short grass. So from a little more than 70 yards, this is second. Okay, safely in for his par. And he'll remain right where he is. This is one of the most beautiful holes on the course, the par 3 11. If you thought the 7th was long, try this one on for size. This hole's given length on the scorecard, 290 yards. Carrying those 2 front bunkers is a must. Getting the ball to stop, sometimes that can be another matter entirely. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. So that brushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. The 12th is a dogleg left, par 4 at a manageable 380 yards. Most players should be left with a short iron in with their second, but as with the 11th, two jagged front bunkers provide a problem to be avoided and can sometimes wreak havoc with depth perception.
Those trees are like brick walls today. Hit that and went straight down into the rough.
It is in the rough, but it appears to be a pretty good lie. Should have a go at this. His second now at the 12th. That ball went straight down into the heavy rough. I think I'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
That one's safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he'll remain right where he is. The 13th is a long par 4, checking in at a full 507 yards. This is another picturesque hole with vistas of Bel Air and Benedict Canyon. Most players will want to steer their tee shots to the left to get a better view of the putting surface. Up at the green, A deceptive tilt left to right means that approaches that miss left can lead to a very difficult up and down. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine.
Set up in the fairway, 200 yards from here. Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Nicely done as he rolls that in for his par. And he'll stay right where he is. With the towers of Century City in the distance, we get a look here at the 623-yard par 5 14. This was by far the toughest of the par 5s at the 2023 U.S. Open, and in fact was the rare par 5 that yielded an average score over par for the week. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. You could see that grass just kind of grab the club face, and that's going to wind up just okay. This for birdie now at 14.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hands and the wrists quiet and get it started online.
Pace absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. He moves it to 2 under par. Part of the great design here at the Los Angeles Country Club is the variety of challenges golfers are faced with. Here we follow the longest hole on the course with the shortest, the 124-yard par 3 15. Players, of course, will note the bunkers that ring a good 70 to 80% of the green. But the most distinctive feature is the bump in the middle of the green that must be factored in when deciding where to land that tee shot. Yeah, good putt. That's in for par here at 15, and he'll stay at 2 under. Now to the 16th, the start of the longest 3-hole closing stretch cumulative yardage in U.S. Open history. Yet incredibly, nary a par 5 in the bunch. All par 4s to finish, starting with this one at 542 yards. This is a bit right, trying to draw its way back.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
So now with the ball below his feet, got to be careful this doesn't go right. This one looks right on point.
Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
This from about 10 feet. Nah, missed it left. That's a letdown. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And he'll remain right where he is. Now to the 17th, a toughie at 520 yards. Look out from the tee, and bunkers will comprise a lot of what you see. But this really is a standout hole with beautiful sycamore trees providing an alluring backdrop. Up near the green, a series of 4 bunkers protect the front and left sides of the green, including one that's the closest thing of the course to a pot bunker. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now note his second from the fairway.
He's got 146 yards to the front, 158 to the hole. Pin is very accessible here, right in the center of the green.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
Yes, the speed spot on. It's a late birdie here at 17. And with it, he's going to move to within 3 of the lead. The closing hole here at the Los Angeles Country Club is a par 4 at 492 yards, featuring the widest 18th fairway this side of St. Andrews. At points, it could be as wide as 50 to 60 yards. The second shot is a tough one, though, to a narrow green flanked by thick rough and bunkers on either side. Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Now a second from just under 180 yards.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, well, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Nope. Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And this will be a 67 here in this second round. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right. Red should get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could make it extremely exciting come Sunday.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.